All right, everybody, welcome to Great Day at 9 a.m. Scott Haney.
And I'm Nicole and last I checked.
Last I checked, you were also Nicole and
Yes, how are you doing?
I'm good, It's great to see you.
Great to see you. Wednesday, halfway through the work week.
Halfway through the work week, I didn't work Monday. It feels like I did.
Yeah, right?
I know, it's the longest week in the history of mankind.
It really has been very busy around here.
Unbelievable.
Making a lot of preps and a lot of new stuff coming.
A lot of new stuff coming on Channel 3 Eyewitness News, so stay tuned for that.
Yeah, there's a little hint. I have a really cute photo I wanted to share.
I'd love to see it.
I believe I've already showed this to you.
Oh my God, it's so adorable.
I was walking down the stairs Sunday and I saw
just can see Ringo's head in the bottom.
I know, he's squished right in the couch looking over like, hey Mom. So, and I have to say I soaked up the moment when I saw this, and then it was happening long enough where I went to go grab my phone and snap a picture, and the two of them were just playing with George's Matchbox, and she had her arm around George the whole time.
This is Emmy and George.
Emmy and George.
Obviously your two beautiful babies. And again, bonding.
Yeah.
Isn't that beautiful?
Well, just to see like this unbreakable bond between siblings already starting, you know, it's so magical to just see it happen, and you know, without any of your intervention.
Absolutely.
They're doing that on their own.
They're doing that on your own. You just happen to be a bypasser in the living room of life.
Exactly. But you know, sometimes the news is so down. I just wanted to, you know, bring a little bright spot to the morning.
It made my day. It really did. That's awesome. All right, speaking of the news.
All right, let's dive right into the headlines. A Derby alderman running for mayor could actually face up to 3 years in prison if he's found guilty of charges that he took part in at the Capitol insurrection. Gino DiGiovanni was in court yesterday for the very first time. DiGiovanni was elected alderman 10 months after the January 6th riots and has been endorsed for mayor by the Republican Town Committee.
Yeah, it's going to be a little troublesome if he was involved in that, so we're just going to have to wait and see how that all unfolds. But again, you could serve jail time for being involved in that insurrection.
I think that this particular jail time is up to 3 years.
That's really
if he's found guilty of it. He's told reporters and the court that he's innocent. And, you know, the big question is, how do voters feel about this,
How do voters feel about the whole thing? You know, it's on one side, you got half the country on one side, half the country on the other side. So, well, we'll see. All right, we now have body camera video of the moments leading up to a Middletown police officer shooting a man over the weekend.
This is awful.
Yeah, this is pretty awful.
Yeah, you can see the tense moments when police say that Winston Tate rushed at Detective Carly Travis with a hammer. Take a look.
Can you put that down, please?
What?
Can you put that down, please?
No.
Stop! Stop!
Oh. So Tate managed to hit Detective Travis 4 times with the hammer before she fired her gun several times. Tate was released from the hospital on Monday and is being held on a $500,000 bond.
Detective Travis has also been released from the hospital. The Inspector General's office is investigating the shooting.
We're going to continue to follow this case, including Tate's court proceedings and the investigation into that shooting. So as new information comes out, you will be the first to see it right here on air and on the Channel 3 app.
I'm happy to report the rain has kind of moved out of the state. It's kind of fizzled. As we can take a look at the only live Doppler radar in Connecticut, still some scattered showers, maybe even a little bit of drizzle out there this morning for us. This is going to clear up. We should start to see some partial clearing, believe it or not, by later on this afternoon. Here's a look at early warning futurecast tomorrow's weather today. You'll notice the clouds hang tough until this afternoon, and that's when we're expecting partial sunshine, and that's when the temperatures are expected to get to 80 degrees. Now you're going to notice throughout the landscape there are some green dots, and that means maybe some scattered showers, so grab an umbrella, carry it with you, rather to be safe than sorry. Tonight is a repeat of last night, and tomorrow morning will be a repeat of this morning. And then we are expecting partial sunshine during the day tomorrow, so it's kind of like rinse and repeat. So for the rest of today, we're talking about temperatures that approach the 80-degree mark in both inland and shoreline, and your 3-day forecast looks okay. More clouds than sun today, sun and clouds and muggy tomorrow, isolated shower chance today and tomorrow, and then morning rain and storms give way to afternoon clearing on Friday, and that leads us into an absolutely gorgeous weekend.
All right. Bring it on.
Bring it on. I'm ready for that as well.
And Hartford voters will get another chance to hear from the candidates that are running for mayor this morning.
There's a forum at Samila Cafe just about an hour from now. Did I say that right?
Yeah, I think so.
Samila. Last night, 7 of the 8 candidates were answering questions as well, each making a case why they should be the one to succeed current Mayor Luke Bronin. Candidates will have the opportunity to speak with the community about the current economic state and inflation, minimum wage, including sub-minimum wage for tip workers, as well as address the increasing wealth gap, the growing growing need for public services and other pressing issues concerning today's workers.
All right, so that forum starts at 10:15 at the Cafe and Studio, Samilla Cafe and Studio, and the primary is
September 14th. That's less than a month.
This is insane.
How is this happening?
I don't know.
I feel like we're like in a little bit of in a gerbil wheel.
Like the Matrix.
You get in the wheel and it just keeps spinning.
Oh, well, yeah, that definitely. I feel like there's different dimensions we're living in right now.
Yeah,
you know?
I'm the fifth dimension.
Ooh.
Would you like to ride in my beautiful balloon?
There you have it.
There
well, would you like to ride in some clean air? Channel 3 is your back-to-school authority, and kids, as they get ready to make that transition from summer activities outside into the classroom indoors, is the air that they breathe every day healthy? That's a big question.
Yeah, districts around the state are making a push to improve air quality. Channel 3's Dylan Fearon digs deeper into what impact better air can have for our kids. Take a look.
The Bernard family spends summer days biking through Ellington.
We need to make sure that we have clean air for these kids.
Jay, a teacher, wants his young son and daughter to breathe in fresh air outside and inside at school.
If the air quality is poor and there's not enough ventilation, then you're talking about kids being out of school and missing opportunities to be educated and have that connection.
In April, 20 school districts received a total of $56 million in state grants to upgrade their HVAC systems. It's part of a strong push from the state to improve the air your children breathe. 3 schools in Ellington are getting the big upgrade. Taxpayers here will have to front 45% of the project, but they voted overwhelmingly in favor of it.
The environment is important. So if we can have air that is a bit cooler, that is dehumidified, that is cleaner, and individuals can feel better and be healthier, they're obviously going to learn better.
Newington, not part of April's funding, is also working on brand new air quality upgrades. Construction has already started, while other districts are in the design phase and will break ground next summer. The American Lung Association released its State of the Air report this year. It looks at data pollution from 2019 to 2021. In Connecticut, New Haven County received a C grade for particle pollution. Hartford County received a B. At Quinnipiac University, Professor Laura Mutri is glad to hear air and children are priorities. She's in the School of Health Sciences and believes poor air leads to learning problems.
Some of the indoor pollutants that could be involved in air quality in the classroom could be contributors to things like attention deficits, which of course we know is going to lead to problems with learning. They can have all kinds of interruptions to their learning process.
Not every district is receiving money for an upgrade. UConn Health knows the air isn't great in every school, providing hundreds of air filters to teachers in the last 3 years, built by UConn students.
Air pollution impacts basically every part of our body. So from how we feel to the way our brain thinks, so certain levels of air pollution lead to like less focus in the classroom.
You're hoping to do it and do it well, and then hopefully it's money well spent.
In Ellington, Dylan Fearon, Channel 3, Eyewitness News.
Air quality upgrades in schools don't seem like the only major expense this year. Savings.com says the average cost for school supplies will be almost $600.
That is crazy. Yeah, that equates to about $142 per child. Now, the calculations include school supplies as well as things like clothes and shoes and the important back-to-school haircut.
Yeah, with inflation still hitting hard, 43% of parents say they're trying to find some sort of financial assistance to help.
I mean, that's expensive, almost $600.
It is, and Connecticut Tax-Free Week starts on August 20th, goes through the 26th this year, so that might help a little bit.
Yeah.
What is it, items under $100?
Under $100, yeah. They waive the sales tax. So
I'm going to be doing a little shopping myself.
There you
Even though I'm not going back to school, I am going to a new set.
Well, you are learning every day.
Absolutely.
Right. And we have tips to make the most of the week on WFSB Plus. And speaking of the new haircut, did you always get a fresh cut right before school?
100%.
Yeah.
Got a new cut, got new shoes, got my Stride Right shoes.
Oh, Stride Right.
Yeah,
that's a good brand. Yeah.
I had to because I had the special feet.
Oh, right. Yes.
Because my club feet.
That's right. Right.
Yeah, so I had to wear Stride Right, but they were cool.
I always got a matching. We'd go to the craft fairs like in August, and all the moms in the neighborhood would pick out these matching, you know, just crafty looking prints with a matching headband.
Yeah, it's so cool. I love it. I
Well,
love all the back to school fashion.
It was cute at the time. I know. We'll have to do
pictures.
some back to school pictures.
First grade, we're not taking a look at that picture because I think I cried.
Hey, speaking of expenses, we know that back to school shopping is expensive.
Yep.
But maybe you can send in some extra supplies for local teachers this year too. Channel 3 set up our teacher wish list to help get everything that they need in their classrooms across the state because they use so much of their own money.
Yeah, Kristen Keska's wish list. She's a teacher from East Hampton High School. She's looking for stickers, paint, and trash bags for a special project that's going to take place later this year.
I wonder what she's doing.
I know, it sounds really cool, right?
If you can help, you can find Kristen's full list and dozens of others right on the Channel 3 app.
Coming up.